What is Ramayan? And who is the Ram? And who is the Rawan? A demon? A evil? How do we know that Rawan is evil or Ram is a god? From the story Ramayan. And what is the story means? First of all, the story, whether it is mythology or it's happened in reality, no matter, it's just a story and we can learn from the story. In every story, it has a certain character and each character has one unique capabilities to perform their character fully, and if we can blindly accept Ravan is a bad person or Ravan is evil or Ram is a god, so why don't we understand who is Ram and who is Ravan intellectually? We have logic, we understand better, we can understand more from this ancient wisdom. Okay, just see the truth, it's bitter it is. We all are living in the toxic society and every wise person says that we also can learn from the toxic people. We can learn from anything. We cannot learn if we accept that it is already a bad, because we are afraid of taking risks to understand deep down of the reality, so we are just blindly believing the traditional beliefs of that stories. So now let's use our logic. Ravan is a winner. He wins what he wants. Ram was a son of king and Ravan is the one who creates his own empire. He builds his own kingdom. That shows his masculinity. He wins what he wants. He fulfills what he desires for. That's what is needed for us, because we are so vulnerable. We are loser, we are failure, we are afraid of, all are afraid of achieving success. We want to be a successful person in our life, but we cannot be successful because we don't want to perform or act our best. So we blindly believe in slave morality, isn't it? That's what we are believing from our society. If the one is rich, then he must have to be immoral or unethical, living the slave morality. We all want to be a successful person in life, but unfortunately our father, our elders did not left a kingdom for us like Ram had. In this sense, we are a Ravan. We don't have any kind of kingdom and we have to build our own empire. Why don't we learn that masculinity from the Ravan? He is the one. There are many disciples of Ravan still exist in this modern society. They actually don't pray the Ravan as you think he is, but they pray Ravan because they respect Ravan, because he is the most wise person at that time. He sacrificed his million years of time praying the Lord Shiva. That's how he became the great disciple of Lord Shiva and the great devotee of Lord Shiva. Have you ever heard in a yogic perspective, Shiva means the universe, and Shiva is all the energy that exists in this universe, and matter is Sati, which we call the nature. If Ravan was the great devotee of Lord Shiva, then he would have been a great devotee of the whole universe. If he was the great devotee of our universe, then why don't we respect him? Buddha says that nothing is good and bad in this universe. We have to go beyond good and evil, like Nietzsche said. Only because the darkness exists in this universe, we value the light. Or let's come to the point here. If Ravan was not what he was or what we think he was, we never value the Ram. We hate the Ravan, so we love our Ram. People became religious only because in the story Ravan exists, so people are becoming devoted to the Ram. Without Ravan, Ram is not more or less than just a prince. Rawan is capable of winning every battle. If you want to develop your character or winning the battle in life, then you better follow the Rawan. Rawan is the one who achieved everything that he wants in his life. Rawan is like the beast. If you assume life is a game, then you have to gain much abilities like Rawan did. If you want to victory over the game of life, then you must have to appreciate Rawan. Do you ever heard the quote, "Jo jita wahi Sikandar"? Only because Ram wins the battle in Ramayana, so story has created by his side. Otherwise, story would be different from the reality. So Charvak was the most controversial person in the history. He stopped all the religious person with his logic, with his philosophy. Charvak said, there is no before life or after life. Don't believe blindly. Don't believe in your God what you don't see. So there is no good or bad or hell or heaven in this universe. Do what you want or don't feel regret what you're doing. But our religious businessman burned his book. You know the last word by Rawan, what it is? He said, I defeat the battle because my brother is on your side. What can we learn from this quote? We better know that our best friend is our good enemy, isn't it? Because we live in a toxic society. We certainly cannot believe with our even with our brothers or even our best friend. Rawan said that only because his brother cheated on him, so he lose the battle. We live in the toxic society. Our best friends are our good enemy. So never trust anyone. Never blindly trust anyone around you. The story tells us Rawan changed his personality, transformed his body as a old man, and he went to the Ayodhya to kidnap Sita. He used his clever mentality to kidnapping Sita. We cannot transform our physical body, but we also do our best. We are posting the sad stories or emotional videos on social media to impress our crush. Once they get out of their comfort zone, they come with us, then we'll show the real face. Then we shows them to our real face. For example, there is a girl and I want to impress her. First of all, I show best good character from my side to impress her. Once she impressed and come with me, then now I will show her my real face, isn't it? There is nothing different what Rawan has did or what we are doing, but only the little different is we cannot transform our physicality. Ramayana is just a psychological story of human minds, isn't it? In the story, there is two main characters. Ram wants to detach with everything, and the Rawan attached with everything. Being king or having wife, Rawan went to the jungle. He left his kingdom. Rawan did not have anything since he was born, but he chased his desire and he created his own kingdom. He wants a beautiful wife, so he kidnapped a Sita, and that makes sense for Rawan wanting something. Rawan has nothing, so he chasing for something to be achieved. But on contrary, Ram has everything, so he left his everything. He left his kingdom. He detached with his things that he had. Rawan is best character who wants to satisfy his desire. You know, he was a good musician. He creates lots of musical instrument. He was a great painter. He was a poet. He wrote different books. And Rawan was a great inventor, and he wrote different books from different sector of knowledge. But on contrary, Rawan has the monk mentality. He detached with everything he already had. The only thing in the story of Ramayana that makes Rawan a loser and Ram a winner is that you can never win a man who is already defeated. Ram is the one who is already defeated. Once Ram is already defeated, he is detached from everything. For example, before Ramayana, Rawan wins every battle because all king or all his opponent were the same, because they wants to win the battle. So Ravan win the battle over them. Ram had the opposite character. He never wants to win the battle, in spite of being a great devotee of Lord Shiva. But the Lord Shiva is the great devotee of nothingness, who nothingness indicates the Ram, because Ram is the man who is already defeated.